Okay, let's jump right in. Top 10 Linux commands. So I will first open up the shell just to show you guys how the commands look and how they respond once you type them in. So the first command is the ls command. The ls command, similar to the dir command, shows the lists of files and directories under a given directory. I'm currently under the root directory and there is nothing in there. So if we were to create, or if we were to move into the root directory and not the root home directory, and we type ls, now we can see directories that are in that subdirectory or that main root directory. The next command is the cd command. The change directory command allows you to change directories. So if we wanted to go back into the root directory, then we would just type cd and then root. The next command is the mv command. The move command allows you to move files and directories. So let's say now that we are in the root directory and there's nothing in there, if we were to create a file using the touch command and we wanted to move this file into the root directory, then all we would have to type is mv file and then the /, which indicates the root of the file system. If we change directories into the root of the file system and we do an ls, you'll see that the file is now there, whereas before it was not. The next command is the man command. The man command, or the manual command, allows you to see the instructions and available options for the command. So if I were to type man ifconfig, it shows you all of the available options and the description of the command. This is useful when troubleshooting or when figuring out new commands. You can type Q to get out of the man options. If we type man ls, you'll see that there's also options for the ls command. Notice how there's an A, as in do not ignore entries starting with dots. Entries or files or directories that start with dots indicates that the file was hidden, similar to Windows. So we select Q and we type ls and we change directories into the root directory, the root home directory, and we select clear and we type ls and then we type ls-a, we'll notice that there's files there that were not there before. The reason why they're there now is because these files were hidden and have now been demonstrated to us by selecting the -a option, which does not ignore files with the dot in front of it. The next command is the make directory command, or the mkdir command. This allows us to create directories and folders. So now we type ls-l, which sorts the ls output into a list. We'll see that now we have a folder created called folder. The next command is the rmdir. The rmdir, or remove directory command, allows you to remove a directory. As you can see, the folder has been deleted. Now, the rmdir command is a great tool to use because it's a safe way of removing directories. If we create the folder directory again and we change directories in there, and then we create a folder or a file with the touch command, now we see that there's a file inside of the folder. So if we change directory one step back using cd ... and we do pwd, which is the present working directory or the directory that I'm currently running in. Let me clear this out. we do ls, you see that there's a folder that we initially created. If we try to delete that folder, it's going to say that it cannot because that folder is not empty. Now the remove dir command will not remove directories that are not empty. Okay? That is a safe mechanism that is built into this command. One way of removing it, I mean, in Linux there's multiple ways of removing files and directories, but one way of removing it is to just type rm, rf, and folder, the name of the directory we want to remove. This command is very dangerous, as especially when running under the root. It's always recommended that you do not run your environment using the root user. You can do most things by running them as a regular user, a non-root user. You would just have to specify sudo in front of every command that you do. The next command I wanted to show you guys is the touch command. The touch command allows you to create files. So if I type touch file and then pwd, you would see that under the home arrays directory, I now have a file that has been created. Even though the file was empty, it created the file for me. The next command is the rm command, which allows me to remove files or folders. So if I type mkdir or make directory and I call it folder, I will be able to remove it using the rm command. You will first have to type rmrf folder, or you can do the previous command which I showed you guys, which was the remove directory command, which would also remove the folder directory. The next command is the cp command. Now, let's say we have this file and we wanted to copy the contents of the file, or we wanted to copy the file into a different file. So right now there's nothing in there, but we can cat something or we can echo something into it. Now this file contains Microsploit. If I wanted to copy it, it's just type cp file into file2. Now there's two files that both contain the same data. And last but not least is the pwd command, which I've shown you guys in certain commands that I've been running. The present working directory command always shows you where you're currently located. When you're in a bash, it could often get confusing, especially when you're deep into a specific directory. So let's say you're in a directory that's this far into the subdirectories of the Linux file system. It'll be kind of difficult to find out where you're currently at, especially when you're just here. If you type pwd, you can see the exact path that you're at, and it allows you to basically check how far you've gone and how far deep into the file system you're in. So thank you all for watching my videos. Hit the like button if you liked it and subscribe for future videos. Thanks.